filling it up with fuel. You can see Millennial Farmer's got the Thunder Creek. We got a Vortex. Having the duct tape our combine together. I like when they tighten our chain, the elevator chain. We can't have nothing. I'm so ready for this corn harvest to be over. So ready for this year in general to be over. Temporarily fix it. We put this perforated screen on because I was hoping it might help with the alpha toxin. Let them cracked, if there's any cracked grain, let it fall out on the ground instead of going in the sample. A little bit more. Socket. I don't like much. Boy, penetrating all helps. There you go. That ought to be it. See what you think. I was able to pull it off the sprocket just a hair. I'll go a time or two more just for good measure. There you go. It has been something every day. I got a solid door at the shop. We'll bring it back with us when we come in the morning. If this tape don't work, I'll go get it when I take the next load to town. We've got into a little better corn. It ain't setting the world on fire, but it's better than what we've been shelling on the past couple of days. It's a tough old farm over here. I didn't figure this corn would make nothing. Really surprisingly, really. Actually got a little green in the map, which this year was green on my map last year would have been the yellow, so. Because you can adjust this scale to have it show what you want to. That's how you see your good areas of the field and your bad areas of the field. I think working this whole farm up really made a big difference. Really made a big difference.
I thought he was going to come back this way, but apparently he is going all the way around. Yeah. I like to do it all in sections, but he just goes where the rows go. And with that, you never know where you're going to end up.
As promised, I told you I'd tell you about the little Sterling truck here. You know, we went to the shop. We've got it back. I believe it was Friday of last week. We've hauled, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 loads with it now. Pulling out on the road here. Fairly satisfied with it so far. Some things he done to it. We was having problems with the clutch rattling. He got to looking and there was a return spring missing on it. He did say that it needed some bushings, but he said he'd wait till we put a clutch in it before he done that. I took it to Tag Truck Center in Jackson. They're a Freightliner dealer. This is a Sterling, but Freightliner owns Sterling. And had a really good mechanic there. He was just a good old country boy, and he told me what it needed, you know, and what it did, what needed to be fixed, what we could get by with. You know, there's not many mechanics like that anymore, especially at a dealership. But he knew it was just an old farm truck, and we don't put but like 2,500 miles a year on a semi truck. So he told us what we could get by with, what we might need to check in a couple of years. Y'all hear that engine fan kick on? It's a pretty good little grade here. The issue I was having, the code I was issuing, the engine ECU was not talking to the PLD, whatever the crap the PLD was. And he got to looking, and it was a corroded wire. A corroded wire was causing that issue. Wasn't getting enough voltage between the ECM and the PLD. But there's no way I could have figured that out without taking it to them or having somebody with a laptop. But this truck was an old ABF truck, and we was pretty sure it had been derated. So after he got that clutch fixed, we told him we wanted him to go into the computer and change a few parameters on it to see what the horsepower was set at. And he said the horsepower was set at 460, which is the max output for this engine. But he said that this engine never would rev over 1,800 RPMs. They had the RPMs maxed out for fuel economy, where they would have to shift gears at a low point. And he said that he fixed the RPMs for the max, where you could open this engine up and let it breathe, let it rev, and actually make some power. So it's a totally different truck. Which I could be doing that in 8th right now, but I'm just lugging her in 9th, you know. She can handle it. And the second thing he did, he took the this truck, if it idled for like over 10 minutes, it would shut itself off. You know, conserving fuel. It might have been 5 minutes, I don't know. That thing wasn't running no time to shut itself off. So he's got it fixed now where it'll idle all day long if you want it to. That's kind of aggravating, be up there lying in the granary and you sitting there in the air and the cool and the truck shut itself off.
Back here at the cornfield, working by myself. Dylan's gone, he took the blue truck off. This is the second bin of the day, and then this 1:15, we didn't get started till about 12:15, something like that. Ended up having to help Daddy drill his hay, as y'all will see, but got the Sterling, got the grain cart to fill. Yesterday, normally I'd have a truck filled. I'd have the truck filled up and use the grain cart as a kind of an overflow. If I filled a truck and had some left over, I'd just come dump it on the cart. But yeah, he's gone to Dyer to Tyson. Maybe they'll take it. It's been 50-50 whether they take it or not, just depending on whether it's got what it's got. But if not, he's just been going to Mason Hall. Yeah, it takes him a little longer to go to Mason Hall just because it's a little further. But there's a brief yield map. There's some good corn out there, but then you got areas like that, sandy spots, inrows. We had to push a lot of dirt. Down through that swag right there was making really good corn, and down through here it's making good corn. But as you can see over there behind that house, there's some low ground where we had to steal some dirt, do some pushing and all. But we're gonna see how much we can knock out today. Now there's a picture of the map so far. As you can tell, the dark green's 125 plus. Just thinking you would think it'd be making better than 85, but y'all know, a lot of yellow and a lot of red.
Hello, YouTube. Might want to open your concave, close your concave just a smidge, split the difference in where you heard it.
That's about 3 3/4. 5:14. Time for a snack. Some good old peanut butters and a Mountain Dew. That ought to last me till supper time. Well, that looks like fun. How in the world did that happen? We'll see if we can get it undone. And of course I ain't got no pliers. And I really don't want to go to the truck. Oh yeah. We are back in business. Don't need that no more. Just show you what we're dealing with here. We need all of them. All right. late one. But this 75 is done. And I think we're a little less than 100 from being done. It is, let's see what day it is. The 29th of September at 9:27. Getting over here to the combine. Got to get it serviced, fueled up. Didn't blow it off yesterday. I'll blow it off so I can grease it, get some windows washed. That way we can move up the road and hit another 38 acres. I like to keep a bandana in the truck, that way I can use it as a mask. I got to breathe in all that corn dust. She likes to be aggravating. Truck. Gosh dang it. So after I get done blowing the combine off, which y'all didn't get to see, but filling it up with fuel. You can see Millennial Farmers got the Thunder Creek. We got a Vortex, much cooler I think. So fueling, and then get up here and check the engine oil, which is good. Come over here, check our hydraulic oil. As you can see, we're a little low, which is about normal. Well, there's down there, you can't see it, but down there on our chaff spreader speed selector, it's got a little leak. I mean, it don't take much to fill it up. That's why we got the viscosity hydraulic oil up here. I mean, it don't take much, maybe half a gallon, if that. And then look over here, check our charge separator pump right there. Check the oil in it, which is normally good, and just look around the engine, make sure everything's okay, which seems to be. Make sure there ain't no trash buildup that could cause a fire or something. Definitely back there on the exhaust manifold. And then you got these, like on your feeder house reverser. Them are 10 hours. Grease them every day. Your cleaning fan, well, that's actually 50 hours, but I grease it every day too. And then your straw chopper bearings, I grease them every day. And then you got two over here, and one on this side, and then your other cleaning fan shoe or cleaning fan bearing. But I just like to walk around, check belts, make sure there ain't no problem, so I can see, look at all the chains, make sure they're good. But yeah, that's there is, we'll have to get up there and crank it up and swing the auger out, but there is one grease fitting back there on the auger that we do got to get, because I haven't greased it since wheat. But it normally don't take much, about 2 or 3 pumps. Right there where that square is the grease fitting that we got to get to. And as you can see, I straddle the side panel, and there's the ground, and I'm hanging on for dear life. Why they didn't run a grease line out here, I will never know. Next thing we gotta do, wash some windows, because I couldn't see nothing last night. Picking us up some Taco Bell for lunch. We may regret that later, but right now it sounds good. Got some cinnamon twist. Love them things.
Well, maybe we looked up and got the tougher hybrid on the tougher acre there. You caught us in the middle of a conversation, guys. It's a new day. We actually got something accomplished yesterday. Maybe we'll get some more accomplished today. Look at that beautiful green combine doing its thing. Let's climb this old mountain here. Scratch, baby, scratch. Right there, what he's harvesting, there's absolutely no topsoil on. The cattle on this farm years ago, I don't know if y'all have ever seen it, but cattle will eat into a hillside. And I had to take that 4640, or this tractor right here, I had to take the blade, the dozer blade, and reshape the side of it. He veered left there. We're opening this field up. It's an odd shaped field. One of these days we're going to get it fixed where we can run the rows all the way to the end there, but we still got some more work to get done.
Down through that swag.
He said that was averaging 165 down through that low ground. We still got some more work to do on this old farm, but I'm seeing progress every year. I can't believe it's making what it's making. Because we've had some beans over here that made just in the 20s one year that had more moisture than this. With some fields, some farms are just better at growing things than others. That field beside my aunt's make good wheat, make good beans, but it don't make corn. It's looking like it's gonna be a pretty good corn farm. Even though it's in a drought, it's still making corn. So we're gonna see if we can't top old Blue off right here. And that should have me a load to go to town with.